In this example here, we're going to be doing a prime factorization of 192. Notice this is an even number, so I know that it's divisible by 2. So this will be 2 times. And here's a little, I guess you could call it a trick as to how I figure out how many times 2 goes into 192 without a calculator. In my head, I just split it up. This is 192. And I just do half of each one. Half of that is 50. Half of 90 is 45. And half of 2 is 1. And when I combine these, I get 6 and 9. So half of that would be 96. So 2 times 96 is 192. I know 2 is a prime number because the only factors of that are 1 and 2. And I'm going to repeat the same thing for 96 now. I know this is an even number, so because it ends with a 6. So I could do 2 times, and again, if I did that trick again, 96, I could rewrite it as 90 and 6. And if I did half of 90, that's 45. Half of 6 is 3. So when I combine those two, 48. So I know that 2 times 48 is 96. 2 is prime, same reasoning as before. And I keep repeating. This is even. I could divide it up by 2. That's 2 times 24. This is prime. And I can repeat again. This is even, so I could divide it by 2 again. 2 times 12. That's a prime number. 12, we could break it down to 2 times 6. So that's prime number. And then 6 could be broken down to 2 times 3. And 2 is prime. And 3 is also prime because the only factors for that are 1 and 3. So you can see this came out to be a pretty long prime factorization tree. And what I'll do is say, okay, 192 is the product of, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's multiplied together. So 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 3. So just double checking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 2's, and then 1, 3. And if I want to be a little bit fancy, we could use the exponential rule. How many 2's we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 2 to the 6th power times 3. So this is like a more condensed version. They're both acceptable, but this will probably be the fancier way if you want to be, show that you have some skills in math. Write it in exponential form because remember, the exponent just tells us how many times we're multiplying the 2 together. That's how many times the 2 repeats. So these are equivalent. They're the same thing. This is just more condensed. And in math, we try to condense things as much as possible. But that's the prime factorization. Notice it only consists of prime numbers. If you don't know what a prime number is, make sure you watch the video on that at the beginning of this worksheet.